Aloha, it's Jacob Pompeo here, and I wanted to record a short video on how I manipulated my learnings of permaculture into a modern system that helped keep myself alive for parts of my life. And what I did, now what permaculture is first, is people describe it as many things. To me, permaculture is a way of having multiple organisms work together in a symbiotic relationship, which means in a relationship that's beneficial to both parties involved. And there's ways to do that with plants by layering them together and growing them in a neighborhood, so to speak, so that they're all providing nutrients to each other and helping support each other's root systems, stabilize one another, etc., etc. However, I came up with a way of living with plants and animals in the forest in a modern sense, and I used them for food. I grew my own garlic and some other herbs. However, most of my food-bearing plants like potato and eggplant were eaten by rodents from the forest that sniffed out my plants. However, I was able to eat eggs from my chickens and feed them scraps from the garden, and they pooped into the soil, which then fed the garden. And then I also had goats, which they also ate a lot of my herbs before they produced fruit. However, I ended up eating the goats, or at least one of them. And I was traveling around homeless and had a Jeep, Grand Cherokee, and a 1976 Roadrunner camper trailer. Tiny little thing. I mean, it was decent size. I could stand up in it and walk around. And I made a bedroom in the back for myself, a kitchen in the front, or middle. And in the front was a goat pen where I housed the goats and had an area I could clean and feed them and keep them safe and warm at night. And then in the back by the bedroom, I had built a box closed in with like 3 different layers of wood and plastic. And inside of that box, I built a chicken coop. And all of those layers of wood and plastic kept the smell of the chickens away from my bedroom. And on both sides, outside and inside, I had a little door on the inside. I could grab the eggs from inside. And from the outside, I could open up the doors and just let the chickens walk down a little plank of wood that I would put out for them. And they'd free range in the woods. Kept the goats company. And the goats kept them safe. And then it was a full little ecosystem that I had going on there. And that's one modern way to use the methods of permaculture from my understanding of it, which I've been growing on for 7 years now. And I hope you all enjoy and find value in this video. And please check out pci.farm, where I and several others have come together to help empower orphanages to become financially stable by providing them with farms. And we've begun the Goats for Uganda project, which I highly encourage you to look into, and please consider making a donation towards. Until next time, aloha.